What is up, sin heads, smell beast, and frag freaks? It's your boy. My name is Mega Dave, and today we're going to the beach. That's coming up next, and this is Mega Dave's Faves.
I'm raw, uncut, leading the pack, I'm where you're from. Run for the streets, never know.
Yo, what is good, Fave fam? For everybody returning, I want to say thank you so much for being a Favey, baby. It really means a lot. And if this is your first time here, welcome. As I said before, my name's Mega Dave, and I do reviews on fragrances that I absolutely love. And I hope that you love them too. If you do, give me 2 huge, fresh thumbs up. That lets me know that you enjoy the content. Also, think about subscribing and hit me decent right there in the old bell end. That lets you know when I'm uploading new content, because who knows, it could be your favorite fragrance that I'll review next. Today, we got one hot off the press, supposedly supposed to take us to the beach, but is it any good? Let's find out. The fragrance that we got in today, straight from Louis Vuitton, on the beach. All right, so just got this in, did a little test drive of it on skin, just so I can give you guys an initial impression plus a little bit of wearing. So I did get it earlier in the day. I didn't need all day to know about it. We're gonna get into all of that, but let me shut up and get to why you guys all came here and get to the scent breakdown. I got my Louis Vuitton on the beach, and of course, the man that always is ready to get a fantastic suntan, the handy dandy fresh strip. I'm gonna take him to paper. Soaked it. That sprayer, something else. Louis Vuitton, they king of freshies here. So this is exquisite for the, now when it says on the beach, it means on the beach. It smells very fresh. The yuzu that's used in this, like a grapefruit, citrus, big, bright burst, a little bit pungent in a very good way. And then it's followed very quickly behind with neroli. So if you're not a neroli fan, you're not going to be a fan of this. If you don't like Tom Ford's neroli Portofino, anything in that nature, this will not be a fan of yours, even if you love yuzu, because the neroli is very heavy in this. So unfortunately for this, it doesn't change a whole bunch of times. The opening is spectacular, and I wish that it would last a lot longer, but unfortunately it does die down very quickly. With Louis Vuitton fragrances, kind of hit or miss whether you're going to get a very long lasting fragrance. This one, very mild, at least on my skin, the time that I tested it. So I'm going to give it some more wearings, but the yuzu that's in here, the citrus, phenomenal. The neroli, I'm a neroli fan, phenomenal. And then we get down to the mid. All right, the mid, very short-lived, just like the opening is. It goes like from the opening, which is so fantastic, bright, and you get whiffs of it a little bit throughout the mid as you go down. The mid is almost entirely dominated by a green note with some spicy like pepper that's inside of here. I do have it on here, but there's zero chance that I can smell it anymore. It's been about 7 hours. She ain't got a chance. No, even buried deep inside of there, and I mean deep inside of there, I can't smell anything, and that's unfortunate for the price tag as well, and I'll get that with a breakdown and all that. But on paper still, you pick up a little bit of the freshness, but as it dries down, there's like this cypress note that comes in, and I think there's supposed to be some sand note. I don't pick up no sand. I pick up yuzu, I pick up neroli, and then I pick up that green dry down with a little bit of musk, salty type of accord in here, and that's all that I get from it. All right, when you do get that initial blast, that first bit, the projection is nice, but it lasts like 15 minutes, if that, okay? It's mild at best, and you may, on your skin, get 2 to 3, maybe 4 hours. On clothing, expect a little bit more. Now, this is just on me, so be wary. This is how it performs on me. Maybe I'm a little spoiled with some of the other stuff that I wear that I'm used to lasting an entire day, but this here just didn't perform well on me. So hopefully you get a little bit better than I did. All right, now we'll get into the who, what, when, where, how, why. So who can wear this? I do think this is a pretty fairly unisex fragrance. Now, women, if you're watching this and you don't like neroli, men for that matter, either way, don't wear this, okay? It's very expensive for a very strong neroli fragrance that is very mild. So if you're not a neroli fan, like I said earlier, this one won't be for you. All right, now when to wear this? Hot. Wear it in the heat. Springtime coming up. They're gonna be just fine. Okay, now where to wear this thing? Wear it to the office, beautiful office scent. You're not gonna offend anybody, even if they're right next to you in 15 minutes, okay? You could wear this as the daily driver. Be prepared to reapply this thing multiple times. But that being said, it will get you noticed if they can smell it, okay? So you can wear this anytime. This is a daily driver. Wear it to the beach. It'll die before you touch the water. You put it on at the pier. You get to put your sandals down to go in the water. She gone, okay? Now, how to wear this? Wear the entire bottle draped across your body. You'll be just fine. Really, you can go as heavy as you like. I don't think you're going to offend anybody. This is going to be in that same realm, like I said, of Neroli Portofino, 4711, anything that is soapy. This one not so soapy, but that clean vibe, that Neroli vibe, that's how you can put this, same type of thing. You'll be fine. All right, we got that out of the way. Now, let's get to the fresh score. Now, as always, I do 7 categories, 5 points each, with a max of 35 points. Those categories are packaging, sprayer, performance, value, versatility, originality, and compliments. Packaging, as we all know, this is just the 100 ml. Packaging is just standard cardboard, just typical Louis Vuitton. Not to say that's bad. It's just typical, you know, the box, you throw it away, do like Big Beard said. The bottle itself, again, typical magnetic top. I think it's not the worst of all. It's not the best either. But that being said, with the collection of Louis Vuittons, it looks great, especially with the different color variants that are in here, the gradients. I think it looks pretty decent. So for that, I give it 3.5 points. All right, now getting into sprayer. I love bottles with good sprayers. This one of the best, shot all the way down to the next state. This thing actually is a phenomenal sprayer. Only like Dior and a couple others can beat this thing, but that thing pushes. You push it too close, you may end up piercing your throat. So be careful and step back. But the sprayer, 4.5 points. All right, where it dominates with a sprayer, performance, it is completely lackluster. Now, again, this is all subjective of how it performs on me. Pray to God that it does a lot better on you. But for performance for this one, 1 single point. I want to go 0.5 point, but I think that's being a little bit harsh because it's just my skin, but I got bleh off of this, okay? So 1 point. If the performance sucks, packaging isn't overwhelming, how's the value? Value for me, right at $280 US to get this for 100 ml. For the amount that it does not last, I think the value is staggeringly low, 1 point. Now, that being said, if you're a Louis Vuitton fan and you just want to put this in your collection, then by all means, and maybe that value for you will go up. But for me, not needing to have this when there's so many other ones that I think that are in the same category that will perform at the same or better for less of a price, I think value is driven even further down for me. All right, now versatility. Looking at it one way, you would say that this is only for hot weather, okay? Spring, summer maybe, so maybe 2 points, but being that it doesn't really project super far, it's not gonna offend anybody. You can put this in the office. If you work inside of hospitals and things like that, you're not gonna bother anybody. It's just a clean, all around fresh scent. So you can put this almost anywhere for your daytime, as long as you're inside. If you go out in the sun, it'll die. Okay, if you go out in the very cold, this will not even smell. But I do think that you could use it for a multitude of things inside. So for that, 3 points. All right, getting into originality, the yuzu note is fire, and I mean it is fire. Mixed with the neroli is fantastic. I think it is so pleasant. I just wish it stuck around. We know citruses don't tend to stick around for a long time, but for originality, there's other ones that are in the same category that, like I said, unfortunately are less priced and will last longer. So originality, 2 points. Now, getting into compliments, if you wear Louis Vuitton, you probably are bougie and you care about compliments. I do too. And this one, it's easy to dismiss it and say, oh, it's not going to last. But when you wear it, especially if you carry a little decant in your pocket, pull it out quick before you walk into a building, you're going to get compliments. People are going to love it. There's not going to be many that smell this right off the bat and say that it stinks, okay? Majority of people will love it. The problem is that how much longer into the day are they going to be able to smell it? But I do think compliments are pretty decent when they can smell it. 3.5 points. All right, we tally those babies up and we got 18.5 points. I know it's low, and I'm not trying to beat this fragrance down. It does smell phenomenal, but like a lot of other fragrances, just can't hold a candle. If the price was $80, $70, perhaps this would be better. You're realistically paying for the name, Louis Vuitton, which most of you know, if you have like afternoon swim, things like that, That's not going to be a performance monster. This one, because of the base that it does not have, it just has essentially just some cypress notes to it. It just is not designed to stick around forever. And that citrus punch that you get in the front really is just not designed to stick around in the air forever. But when you do smell it, I think a lot of people are going to enjoy it, but I'll leave that up to you. If you think you love this neroli fragrance and you don't mind paying the price tag, or you want this in your collection to add to your Louis Vuitton, then by all means, go ahead. But for this fragrance, that's all I have. Until I come to you again, I ask that you continue to be blessed and stay fresh.
We got these shorties on the floor.